Somebody asked me the other day, do they mate for life? No, they are not monogamous. So if a mother bear has, let's just say, 2 cubs, the cubs may or may not have the same parent or father. It can't be assumed that they have the same father. Ted is doing what any wild bear would do right now, is grazing, looking for food. This is very, very common of what you would see in the wild, and that's one of the missions of the North American Bear Center and why we have 2.5 acres here for you to enjoy. And I want to compliment you folks on the deck, because there's quite a few of you on the deck. You're being very quiet, and that's helpful for any of the bears, because quick noises and shrill noises will tend to alert them, even though bears like Ted hear it on a regular basis. Many times they're startled, and they quit doing what he's doing right now, which is natural behavior. They will tend to move off into the woods. Honey is still over here. For the PTZ driver, it's doubtful that you can see her. She's camouflaged a little bit too much with the leaves. If it had been 3-4 weeks earlier, you maybe could have seen her. But I don't think she's going to come out. She's just going to hang out there. That's been a spot for her the last couple of days. It is a path where Ted has gone. She knows it, and she's sitting there. Again, Ted has scent marked over there, and she has also left her scent there. Now Ted, I see, for Heidi, Ted has moved onto the tree line, and there is food there, but I don't know if anybody on the deck can see Holly. Can you see the little one from there? Okay, because I'm much lower than you folks. Ted doesn't always go in the tree line, or inside the trees. I know Heidi does have food there, and Ted is very food motivated. But if Ted goes 15, 20, 30 feet into the tree line, then I would suspect he's curious about Holly. Ted is very gentle, and Ted has not shown too much interest in Holly yet, which is kind of interesting to us. We'll see how this develops, but 7 years ago we got Lucky Bear. He was a wild orphaned male cub in 2007, and Ted actually played the mother role and became best buddies with Lucky back in 2007. Honey was not interested and paid no attention to Lucky at all, and shooed him off back in 2007. And similar behavior with Honey, with little Holly, is she just treed her. She's treed her a couple times, and she's displayed behavior to tell Holly who the boss is around here. So we don't necessarily expect Honey to play any type of mothering role to little Holly. I'm not really sure if Ted's going to do that or not. We haven't seen it yet. It might be a little early to see that behavior, but he knows she's here. He smelled her. He has seen her. He has visited her small enclosure, but Ted hasn't, as of yet, really made any type of overtures to little Holly. But again, I have to say that it is June, and Ted's nose and Ted's psyche may be a little bit more interested in Honey, who is in estrus, rather than a yearling who is too young to mate anyhow. So we're not sure if Ted is distracted because of the estrus season, or if he maybe really isn't interested in Holly at all. The one bear that we do not have out right now is Lucky Bear, and I just referenced him. He's a 7-year-old male. He's a neutered male. He had has shown significant interest in Holly as a potential playmate. They have not had a lot of interaction out here that we have been able to see in the 2.5 acres here. They have been out together. We've just not been out there to see it because they've been back in the woods. I was wondering if there's any questions from anybody up on the deck that I could hear. Anybody got any questions? No? Not today? Okay. Well, that's great. I know some of you have been here for, before 10 o'clock today when I reminded everybody we do have this worldwide broadcast and we talk about whatever is happening out here, and we never know what's going to happen. So it's very unscripted. Sometimes we know exactly what's going to happen and we guess correctly, and other times bears will be bears, and we don't think like a bear. So sometimes we think something's going to happen and it really doesn't. So I was happy that Holly did come out a little bit. It's clear now in watching what she did this morning that she's a little bit more hesitant when she sees bears out here because she knows they're there. Versus yesterday when we had all the big bears not out, she felt more comfortable, and we'll be trying that again to have her gain her confidence. But for those of you that are here at the North American Bear Center today, your admission is a day pass. We are open today until 7, and we have enrichment opportunity for our bears at 11, which is a worldwide broadcast. 1, that is an enrichment opportunity, but it is not broadcast. And then we have 4 p.m. And also tonight we do have a behind the scenes. It's an hour spent with me and another staff member. We actually take you around the entire enclosure. That's for a small additional fee per person over and above your admissions. But we do that on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. only. That's Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Canceled only due to bad weather. And it's about an hour. It's a great opportunity for you to see what happens back behind the scenes, to get to actually see the entire enclosure. Bring your camera, cell phone, tablet, whatever you'd like to take videos or pictures. And you get an opportunity to ask us questions that maybe you thought of after you've been here a while. So I would encourage you to think about that as well. And those behind the scenes go on all of June, July, and they end right around Labor Day weekend. Again, I'd like to thank our worldwide visitors. I've not mentioned you folks much today other than the PTZ driver. And for the people that are here at the Bear Center, the PTZ driver is the camera driver that can focus 180 degrees all around here. They can pan, tilt, and zoom in on any activity. And when that volunteer listens to me and I ask them to focus a camera in a certain location, that volunteer may be in Ireland, maybe in England, maybe somewhere in the United States or Canada. We have a large contingent of volunteers that actually volunteer their time to help make these educational programs of value to not only the people here up on the deck, down in the viewing area who have come to visit us here at the Bear Center, but also people for whatever reason are unable to come to Ely. And there are many people around the world that would love to come here but are just not able to because they have other commitments. But yet we want to reach out to them in an educational way to tell them about black bears, because we think everybody worldwide needs to know about the significant myths and misperceptions there are about black bears. And with today's technology that really didn't exist many years ago, we can do some long-distance learning and simple education by making these broadcasts happen. And so I want to give a little shout-out to some of our fabulous Pond Chat team. We got some great team leaders out there from the Massachusetts area. from Ireland, Spain, a couple big states in the United States, both the East Coast and the West Coast and the Southwest. Want to thank you folks. I don't want to name you, but you know who you are. I always hesitate to name people because I've got a bad memory and I'll always forget somebody. But each and every one of you play a crucial role in our educational endeavors to push the educational envelope out there to reach all people in a family-friendly environment. And Ted here, who's eaten a few peanuts, also wants to say thank you. Thank you, and enjoy your day. Oh, excuse me, I will not. Someone just told me from the deck, PTZ driver, Holly is out. I do not see her. PTZ driver, well, she was out. She would be to the left of the big falls. Left of the big falls. Is she on the ground? People on the deck say Holly Bear is on the ground to the left of the large falls. Give me some more directions for you folks up on the deck. To the left of the fallen tree, about 10, 12 feet. Beyond it, and she is on the ground. Of course, I too am on the ground, and I'm getting this information from the people, the helpful people on the deck. According to the people on the deck, she is walking away from the building, which means she's walking deeper into the woods. But you know, that's great. She's exploring, and that's what's important, because bears have great long-term memories. She is going to learn these 2.5 acres like the back of your hand, and that's what's happening right now, and that's important. It's important that she explores at her pace, and I'm going to go off mic now, so the bears aren't going to hear my voice either, and because I'm making noise as well by just talking. I cannot predict whether Holly will come out again. I have absolutely no idea. But she may. And Ted looks like he's happy right here eating some peanuts in a shell. Again, thank you, and thank you to the worldwide visitors as well. And we'll be on worldwide again at 4 o'clock. Thank you.